overall conviction and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Valverde. It's a good spell of possession, this. And the shot! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Valverde. Madrid finding their passes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham running with the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz tries making a foray down the right. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Tchouaméni, Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. And the finish! There it is! The breakthrough strike! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's free. Shot, surely! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Valverde. Now this could be a great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. For Valverde. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And he's... Can he finish? They've scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bellingham on a charge down the left. And it's Valverde. Valverde. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are back on the way. Valverde. And it's Tuhoang0209. And here's Vinicius Junior. Very nicely done. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. For Valverde. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Tuhoang0209. Valverde. And it's Tuhoang0209. Good ball, good take. Brahim Diaz. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Diaz.
That was lovely, that.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Tuhoang0209. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
He's in plenty of space here. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Mbappe. Goulet. Tuhoang0209. Valverde. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through, and he plays one through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Tuhoang0209 for Valverde. Tuhoang0209 for Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Now, this could be a chance. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Referee has just said play on. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, this looks sharp. Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Brahim Diaz.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Has a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Tuhoang actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Brahim Diaz. Bellingham. Great vision. Pass is just off target. And that will be the final act. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. It's gone out for a throw-in. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Diaz. Madrid are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Valverde. And it's Tuhoang0209.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Valverde. And they can counter here. He might be in here! Vinicius Junior. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got away. Plays it in low. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And it's Tuhoang0209. And it's Diaz. Here's Tuhoang0209. Bellingham. And it's Tuhoang0209. Tuhoang0209. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Valverde. And it's Tuhoang0209. Valverde. Spread it left. Valverde. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well played and well cleared.
Valverde. Tuhoang0209. 15 minutes till half-time. Tuhoang0209 for Valverde. Tuhoang0209. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. With Rudiger. For Valverde. Tuhoang0209. And now the breakaway. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And he's being shifted off it. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Valverde. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Nice sequence of passes, this. Vinicius Junior has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Picked out, he's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Brahim Diaz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Tries a shot! Goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni for Valverde. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Valverde.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Chance here to counter. Great vision. Shoots! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Tchouaméni. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's gone backward here. And it's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Oh, good take. Decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's on it, can he get away? And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. That's very neat. Brahim Diaz. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities. And well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Gets the shot away! And now they can spring out of defence. Rudiger. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Goes looking wide. And the return pass. Bellingham. Played back into the centre. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. It's Bellingham. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Looking for the run. That's a good ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Diaz. Tchouaméni. Brahim Diaz. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold wrestles him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Valverde. Bellingham. And it's Tuhoang0209. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Alexander-Arnold is behind this one. And the potential here for the... He's trying the shot. Oh, that's a waste. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He's found a way. Big chance! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Tuhoang0209. Brahim Diaz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Valverde! Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Brahim Diaz, and it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. And the shot!
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Brahim Diaz. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Valverde. Oh, well played, well played. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius goes for the shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime, the finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Madrid have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold goes short. So we've reached the hour mark. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now here's the delivery. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicked it back promptly. Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Bellingham. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! Oh, taken with style. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Valverde. And here's Bellingham. And it's Tuhoang0209. And here's the chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Brahim Diaz. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Madrid get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. Lofted in. Eder Militao getting this one clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. The final 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Mbappe, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tuhoang0209, 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Tuhoang0209.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Valverde. And it's Tuhoang0209. And that will be it. Madrid have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big...
Vinicius Junior!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Diaz. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's nice. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. Good ball, good... And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's neat. That has not gone well. Madrid are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. Out towards the flank. For Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rudiger. For Valverde. Tchouaméni. 30 minutes gone. And it's Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz.
Such good technique.
Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Brahim Diaz. So what can they make of this? Brahim Diaz hurtling down that right flank. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Valverde, pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Tchouaméni. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Brahim Diaz. And here's Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. Tuhoang0209. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Looking for a runner. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Tuhoang0209. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. That's Brahim Diaz. And it's Valverde. Tuhoang0209. Now Eder Militao. And it's Tuhoang0209. And here's Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. That's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Opts for safety. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Rudiger. And it's Tuhoang0209. That's Brahim Diaz. Now that looks a decent ball. Neatly clipped into space. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Diaz. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely aimed pass. Bellingham. Tuhoang0209. And it's Tuhoang0209. Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tuhoang0209. Here's Tuhoang0209. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Tuhoang0209. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Bellingham. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tuhoang0209. Valverde. Gives it back. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Goulet. Dani Ceballos. Tries to pass it for... Decent chance! It's a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. That's very neat. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Valverde. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And it's Bellingham. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Always onto this. He is through here. Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's come loose. Some really good ball movement. Oh, shooting chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish of true class. The breakthrough strike. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Brahim Diaz. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Driving forward. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Almost half an hour in now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... Hits a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And that was very necessary. Bellingham. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Can he spark a counter here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Good ball, good take. Brahim Diaz. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out towards the right wing. Brahim Diaz. He's got away. Takes aim, and terrific header. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Valverde. And it's Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Passes short and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead.
Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.